Hi, this is Joe with Cockeyed Homestead. It's been a busy day, so we're gonna do another cook and leave it meal. What we're gonna do is something my grandmother called Mulligan Stew. I don't know about you, but we all tend to cook vegetables, have a little bit left over, and a little bit left over. Not quite a serving, and you never really know what to do with it. My grandmother used to put them all in a container and put them in her freezer. When she got them all done, or a container full, she made herself what she called Mulligan Stew. And I'm going to show you how it's done. You take your meat. I've got this stew meat that I've cut up in bite-sized pieces because Mel doesn't like it large. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of flour, about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, about a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and of course with the humidity it decided to stick in the little cup here. And we use the tool God gave us, and we toss it all together until the meat's well coated with salt, pepper, and flour. Now I've also got some leftover roast beef that I'm going to add to this. I've got about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in this big pot. And of course the match goes out only on video. So we strike another one. Put my fire on, get the meat hot. Miss Mel, would you set the timer for 90 minutes, please?
Yes, ma'am.
I've got cream of chicken soup in my pressure canner. As soon as the oil comes up to temperature, we're going 90.
90 minutes?
Yes, please.
Seconds?
90 minutes.
90 minutes. Wow.
I'm canning.
Oh. Oh, right, that's what that is.
You're a mess, girl.
Another day.
Yeah, she hasn't even gotten dressed today. She's still in her PJs. Of course, she didn't get up till noon, so...
Well, I fed the rabbits, and I watered everybody. I hate everybody.
You hated everybody?
Yeah, I hate everybody. I put hay in all over the pages and stuff.
Oh,
I hate
everybody. I thought you said you hated everybody.
Oh, no. I'm beginning to hate them because of that stupid rabbitry. Fed up with it.
Well, if you'd actually work on it and be consistent, it'd be done.
But if I do it every day, I'll eat those rabbits. So I break it up with woodsheds and other stuff.
Yeah. Well, I've coated all my meat. I'm going to add it to my oil and do it a little bit at a time so that it doesn't bring the heat down too much. You know, just like you would make regular stew. Okay, I've got some really nice color to my meat. I'm just going to dump it back in the bowl that I put it from. Well, maybe not. I'm not going to be able to dump it. So we just get my handy dandy big spoon out and we transfer it over. Heavy bottom pots are nice, but not when you have to pick them up one-handed and try to empty them. They just don't play well with me. So there are times when I want to take my marbles and just go on home. Or figure something else out. Now, my grandmother raised 12 kids in a 4-bedroom house in Nebraska. This is my German grandma, not my Japanese grandma. I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of butter. Not the artificial stuff, the real stuff. I'm going to melt it down, scrape some of this beautiful brown stuff off the bottom of the pan. And then once that's melted, I've got onions, garlic, and celery. They're all going in here. These vegetables are raw. They're what's known in the cooking world as aromatics because they give so much flavor. And I'm going to let these sizzle and sweat a little bit until they're almost tender. Turn the heat down a little. But oh, it smells so good with garlic and onions cooking and the celery. Mixing it up with the fond from the bottom of the pan with that butter. You may notice that I'm not seasoning anything more than the initial salt and pepper because my vegetables are already seasoned. Got some organic beef broth here. It's a 2-pound carton. Non-salt, because like I said, everything is already seasoned as far as my vegetables because they've already been cooked once. It's just another way to use the meat leftovers here. Okay. Stir that up a little bit. Scrape the old brown bits off the bottom of the pan. Put all that flavor into the broth. And then I'm going to add some leftover taters. And in here I've got some carrots and green beans and green peas. They were just leftovers.
Empty your fridge.
And what?
Tell them to empty their leftovers from the fridge.
Well, I put all my leftovers in a little plastic container and I put it in the freezer until I got enough to make the stew. Now I got about a teaspoon of thyme that I'm putting in here, and I'll need a couple teaspoons of tomato paste. This is something I have in the pantry. Mine is still in the jars. It can stay there until this winter. But I'm just stirring it up and letting that tomato paste heat through and thin out in the beef broth. Now, if you have a mind to, you can put a cup of wine in here. I don't normally let that sort of stuff pass my lips, so I'm just gonna pass. Let's see. Get my lid out here. Crash, bang, boom, and I finally got the lid. Put the lid on it. Turn my heat down. and let it go for about 2 hours. And I'll show you how we're going to serve it up, then I'll meet you at the table. And we've got Mulligan Stew over grits.
Over grits?
Over grits. Believe it or not, it's really good. I was this northern chick when we came to the States, and I worked at a southern restaurant.
Hey, that's good. I was worried about those grits things. I don't know.
But the owner took the leftovers, he made grits, and he put the whole thing over it, and he says, "Have you ever tried this?" And I said, "No." I just try it, you'll like it. And I went, "Oh."
I did the same thing just now, although I love grits. That's really good.
Leftover beans, leftover peas, leftover carrots, leftover potatoes.
I guess you could do this over rice or pasta
noodles,
or anything.
Yeah. I just, being a southern gal now, it's just worked for grits. But just to give you an idea, it serves 4 with what I made. It didn't look like much, but I've got 2 more servings in the pot, so we can have it again, but leftovers revamped.
Best way to do it.
Yeah. And it doesn't look like leftovers. But it's my grandmother's Mulligan Stew. This has been Joe.
And Mel.
With the Cockeyed Homestead.
Y'all have a blessed day.
There you go.